the nation's favourite celebrities.
It's not worth a tenner.
Paired up with an expert
You're learning.
and a classic car.
This is very exciting, isn't it?
It is.
Their mission, to scar Britain for antiques.
Got a nice ring to it.
The aim, to make the biggest profit at auction.
Come on.
But it's no easy ride.
Break? I can't.
Who will find a hidden gem?
I hope I don't live to regret this.
Take the biggest risk?
We've definitely got problems.
Will anybody follow expert advice?
You'd never catch me buying anything like that.
There will be worthy winners and valiant losers.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
Put your pedal to the metal. This is the Celebrity Antiques Road Trip. Yeah.
You've just had kittens, right? Yeah, I have. 2 little kittens. I've called one Harry after Harry Styles. Oh, no, not Prince Harry.
Sweatpants and polka dresses to the ready. We're on the road with 80s icons Sunita and Samantha Fox.
How long have you known each other now? Got to be at least 40 years. 40 years. Yes, yeah.
A former model, pop singer and TV presenter, Samantha wasn't just one of the 80s most photographed women. She had 9 top 40 pop music smashes.
And obviously, we met a lot because our first single was released. So,
Yeah, that was just mad.
86.
And I remember I was so excited. Be Top of the Pops and all of that with you. I can imagine.
I was excited. It was you.
Crazy.
American-born singer Sunita made it to number 2 in the UK charts with her 80s anthem So Macho, and has had 8 more top 40 hits and success as an actress and TV presenter to boot.
Because you were like little rock chick. I was like little pop chick. I like to think that we were quite sexy, quite cool, right?
Yeah.
And here we are. Like 2 little deers. And
I
oh,
think
what
it's
is this?
great.
Off to the antique thing. It's hilarious. Something's never in a million years, but I love it that we're still here.
And both looking in vogue as ever. Especially in that 1987 Lotus XL, flowers courtesy of Sunita.
I quite like the car though as well. It's very Penelope Pit stop.
It's that old. It's got an ashtray in it.
Oh
Look.
gosh. And it's a cigarette light.
And a cigarette lighter.
Oh, God.
No, they don't come with them anymore.
Some things have changed for the better, of course.
We'll probably find some old Sunita and Samantha Fox vinyl today, I reckon.
Oh my gosh, but would they be worth anything?
Positively priceless, I'm sure, though always best to hedge your bets.
Apart from us, Sunita, what antiques should we buy today?
Apart from us. Yes, we're not antique, darling, we're vintage.
Vintage. We might find some Monets. We might find some cameo brooches, maybe. Capidamonte. Capidamonte, that would be wonderful.
Be nice as well.
Fabergé eggs.
I don't know.
Aim for the stars and you might just reach the sky. And our 2 stars will be astrally travelling through Otford in Kent before boogieing on over to Forest Row in East Sussex for a final shop, and then to Nottingham for auction. They both have £400 new for Fabergé eggs, fine art, and whatever else takes their fancy. Tim Medhurst and Stephen Moore are on hand to help them.
2 icons of the 1980s. Do you remember the 1980s, Tim?
My parents were teenagers. If that says it all, really.
I can remember dancing to Sunita and Sam Fox.
Can you?
Yeah, rock shots 1985 and 1986. Don't ask me what I was wearing. What sort of antiques do you think pop stars are into?
Well, you think the glitz and glamour, don't you, really?
You don't know. Maybe we should get stuck inside.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Come on, let's
we can have a little rummage
preview.
around. Come on, Stephen.
Watch out, boys. Sam and Sunita are in a hurry to meet their antique idols at Otford Antiques and Collectors Centre. Let's hope nobody's too starstruck.
Hi, Steve.
No.
I'm sad.
Let's let them breathe.
What a lovely hug you've got.
Thank you. Shall we do it again?
No time like the present, I say. Especially when there's antiques to be found. Time to see if Tim and Sunita click.
Tim.
Oh, hello, Sunita. How are you?
Really well, thank you. How
Good.
are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. What do you think of this place?
It's unbelievable.
It's incredible, isn't it? It just goes on, and there's upstairs as well.
Wow.
Which I haven't even been in yet, because you can see I've been rummaging away.
I love all antiques and I love pretty things.
It's a good start.
I love things that are old because they've always got a certain amount of history
It's a
to
bit of
them.
a magpie, are you?
A bit of a magpie, and a bit of a hoarder anyway at home.
Right.
Is this the first antique shop you've been in? Have you shopped before, or...?
Years and years ago, on the weekends, when my mother used to visit me at boarding school,
Yeah.
I'd sort of wander around,
Ah,
but never
okay.
like properly,
Not
never
seriously.
with real intent.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I think we should just have a little browse and see what sort of catches your eye. That might be quite interesting.
And who could refuse a good old browse, eh? Especially when there's 14 rooms worth of collectibles and curios on offer. Ray will be keeping tabs today.
This won't fit you, it's too small.
No.
I've got a little head. Look, you look like Laurel off of...
I've got a big head.
Well, you know, it's bigger than mine.
Another fine mess you've gotten into.
What was it like on The Masked Singer being inside that kangaroo?
Oh, hot.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Did you?
I
Yeah.
loved being Baby Ruth.
Put that behind your ear, then.
Well, I could do it.
A feather in his cap. Very glam.
What about this handbag?
Vintage handbag. Are you into vintage clothes and
Yes,
handbags?
especially
and
bags.
things? Oh.
That looks like it's in great
Look, it's got
condition. Even
old
has its
tissue
little-
in it as well.
What's it say here? Vintage moorwear.
I'm not very knowledgeable about vintage handbags. I
No?
think you're the vintage handbag expert,
Okay,
so
put
you
your
tell
arm,
me
put
about
your arm
it.
like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you've got to carry it like that.
Is that way round?
Yeah, and you keep it there
Yeah.
like that. And
Okay.
Turn your hand over.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. See, that's how the Queen did it.
Ah. What would I keep in it?
Well, we don't know what she kept in it. Maybe your
Ah.
gloves.
Marmalade sandwich.
Yes.
Do you buy lots of vintage handbags? And
I mean, if people, but not like this. Like,
No.
This is the way to really do it.
Yes.
There's like girls who do collect them,
Ah,
who
okay.
sort of come and sort of have, you know, things at their house.
Yeah.
Where you can come and choose
Handbag
them.
parties.
Yeah, exactly. But it's more fun when you find them yourself.
Yeah, definitely. £45. I mean, I can't see it making tremendous amounts in
So
auction
just
because
buy it for myself to have. It's a lovely,
it does suit
it's a
you. and
lovely
it's-
navy
goes
blue.
really well with your outfit, actually. I like it.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, you sold it to me.
So, while Sunita likes the look of it, not sure she'll be bagging it for auction. What else is on offer in this Aladdin's cave?
Sunita, come and have a look at this. Do you like this at a glance?
I mean, it looks like an egg.
It does look a bit like an egg. There's a few things that make this actually quite a special and interesting light. And the main thing is this plaque here. Can you see that there?
yes.
That stands for the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway.
Early 20th century, this lamp probably hung in a waiting room or platform, bringing light across stations filled with smoke from steam trains.
And what's caught my eye of this example is that it's got its glass shade. And to actually get one with the shade is quite hard to come by. And they're quite hard to find in one piece. And it looks to me like it's probably its original one. I mean, it fits absolutely perfectly.
So
in that.
would you put another bulb inside?
Yeah, you'd be
here?
able to take off the screws, put a new light bulb in, and it's been rewired recently, and you could get it going. How cool a statement piece is that?
is
So
very
it's a-
cool.
You know, your friends
when you
come
first
round-
showed it and you said you like it, I was thinking, well,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's something for the home.
No.
But with the
Once you know the
story,
history of
yes.
things, it turns things completely on its head. People love railway memorabilia, especially the early stuff. It's called Railwayana. And
Railwayana.
there's a big collecting field for it.
Full steam ahead, indeed.
The price on the ticket, it says £125, which,
Oh, wow.
imagine going to, you know, a lighting shop, a smart lighting shop, selling a solid brass
Yes.
shade with a glass. It would be a lot more than that
A
new.
lot more than that, yes.
So I think that
and
might
it wouldn't
have...
have the history and the...
Exactly,
the
yeah.
plaque.
I think it might have a bit of a chance in an auction, that. What I'll do is I'll take it down.
Yeah.
I'll go and hide it behind the counter. It's a
Sorry,
lovely
Sam.
thing, isn't it?
Not sorry, Sam.
OK, I'll go and hide it. You carry on rummaging. Oh, Ray. Can we hide this behind here so Stephen and Sam don't find it? Is that right? Thank you. Thanks very much.
There's no chance Samantha can derail that railway honour. She and Stephen seem to have found their way upstairs.
What do you think of that? This is a wild card.
Yeah.
So basket's £5, and all of these little, well, what they've gotten down is German doll's house packets, £20.
£20 for that on its own?
Well, no, the whole lot.
Oh, the whole
well, I'm
lot.
assuming it is. I don't know. But you see, I think these are quite fun.
These, my mum used to have like a little shop when she was little.
Yeah, I think that's what. I don't think they're for a doll's. I think it's for playing shops.
I think shops.
Yeah.
A mini-mart, if you will. These are German miniature groceries from the 1950s or 60s.
What's that say? Fart.
Well, Ausfahrt means exit. I know
Oh, of
that.
course, yes, it's quite normal in German.
£5 for the basket.
And 20 for the miniatures. Peter.
Should we take this with us?
It's almost like a
I
carrier
think you
bag.
should hold that, Steve.
Okay, looks so macho.
So macho.
Speaking of which, there's Sunita.
Anything?
Oh, some real goodies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What have you got?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. And I hid them so you couldn't find them as well.
In that little bag?
Well, not this. This is just.
You're trying to steal this bag, are you, Sunita? It's still got the price on it. Little Sasha. £45? It's very expensive.
Yeah, but look at it. It's original.
Is it a make, though?
Yes. Small wear. Made in England.
A bit harsh, but that does mean the handbag will be going back on the shelf. Still suits her, though.
Look at this. This is quite smart.
What is it? It's like a Bunsen oil lamp?
Yeah, it's an oil lamp. Now, these are sort of seen as being, I suppose, a bit old-fashioned now, aren't they, oil lamps? But people do collect them.
It's like, this looks very sort of modern, really. Having
Yeah, with the
twisted
letting the
handle.
wicks up and
Yes.
yeah. But I can see here there's a maker's name called Hinks. And Hinks was a very well-known manufacturer of oil lamps in the 19th century through to the early 20th century. And they made some of the better oil lamps. So it's actually got a good quality about it.
Hinks & Sons Birmingham-based Crystal Lamp Works was in business from 1858, don't you know?
Is this something that interests you or is
I
it?
mean, it's extraordinary, actually, yeah.
It's priced at £80, which, to be honest, at the moment isn't cheap. I mean, oil lamps aren't the most popular thing in the world, but with the maker's name Hinks, that takes it to another level. Do you want to just see if we can do a
I
deal?
think we need to try and do a deal.
Okay, all right.
Because Sam, I mean, we've got to watch her.
We do. Okay, right. How'd you get out of this place? Oh, it's this one. I'll follow you.
Time to talk to Ray about today's very light potential purchases.
Oh, hello, Ray.
Hello, Tim.
We've found something else as well. I've hidden that.
Hello, Sunita.
Hi.
I've hidden that other lamp down there with you
Oh,
earlier
yes.
as well. We've gone a bit sort of lamp themed.
Light-tastic.
Yeah.
They're £205 altogether.
I wondered if we could improve on these prices.
I'm sure
to
we
take to
can.
auction, please.
I can do the two of them for 160.
Is that your best?
No, that is the best for those two items.
That was quite firm.
I think it was quite firm. I don't think you're going to get any further with Ray, to be honest.
I think that's very good, but we're really, really happy with them.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you
yeah,
so
thank you
much.
for the deal. I'll shake your hand, Ray.
Okay.
Thank you.
Me too. Thank you, Ray.
It breaks down at £100 for the railway station light and £60 for the Hinks oil lamp.
The exact money, look.
The
Lovely.
exact money. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you.
That means Sunita has £240 remaining.
Well, there we are, Sunita, our first two buys.
Ask me how I'm feeling.
How are you feeling?
Smug.
I love it.
Someone's happy. It's just Samantha who's still procrastinating.
Now, what do you think these are for? So they're mother of pearl.
Salt. Oyster. Sea. Salt. Pearl.
Hey, give her a hand, Stephen. The ticket price is just £5.
Teach me, teach me.
Oh, don't start. They're for eggs.
Why eggs then?
Because if you've ever tried eating an egg with a silver spoon, it tastes horrible.
That's right.
Same with salt. So you'd have a mother of pearl spoon, or the other thing you'd use them for.
Okay, to eat your boiled egg.
Yes, the thing is for caviar.
Oh, I think we should get them then.
So,
The more we get,
Had your horses for a moment, because I've got something else. What do you think this is for?
but that's a little pipe.
It's a little pipe.
It's tiny. Is that for a lady maybe back in the day?
No. A lady's pipe.
Yes, a lady's pipe.
Hold to one tick. You just stay there. I'll be back.
What's he up to?
It's a very small pipe.
I need an accessory. Here's what I prepared earlier.
Right. Oh, a kid's bubble maker.
It's a bubble pipe.
So is that originally old then? What the kids used to really use?
That's about 1850.
Wow.
Made from salt glazed stoneware by the look of it.
It's £20.
Well, I think so.
When did you last see one?
I've never seen one, to be honest.
There's never one of them in Romford
I
Market, was
used to
there?
collect When I was a little girl, we moved into a house and my dad was digging up all the garden to returf
And
it.
you used to find the broken
Lots
heads.
of
Yeah,
clay pipes I used to find and very old medicine bottles.
I think
we should be so unusual, and
Yeah.
I would never have guessed what that was. So, yes, let's
hours
get
and
that.
hours of fun.
Yeah, well, ruins my makeup. That was fine.
Ruined my makeup, dear.
Let's hope it was worth it. Time to talk to Ray.
Hello, Sam.
What are you doing?
Hello.
We're shopping. Good to see
Shopping with
you.
our own little shopping bag. So, the bag is.
The basket is 5,
Yeah.
and the contents are 20.
Okay, what I was going to say was, if you could possibly, because this is an antique, give me that as a little present to keep these things in, otherwise I'm going to ruin them. Any chance you could give me the basket for free?
Yeah, I can do the basket and the contents.
Because it won't suit you, this basket.
No, it won't. No, I'll do it for 20.
£20, that's fantastic. And what else have we
Remember
got,
the
Steve?
little salt glazed bubble pipe?
Oh, yes.
That was 20 as well.
Yes.
So that means the two things are 40. Is that
I'll
right?
do 38.
Oh,
38?
we didn't ask, but
No.
I'd try harder.
So should we go to 35 then?
No, 38 would be the best.
37?
Go on then.
Go on then.
Same as you?
Yeah, I agree. 37.
That's £20 for the German miniature toys and 17 for the Victorian bubble pipe.
£40. Have you got change?
I have, yes. Yeah, 3 pairs change.
Thank you very much.
It's a
And,
first deal.
Thanks for all your
Thanks
help.
so much.
Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you.
It means Samantha has £363 remaining.
Our first buys.
And we got the basket for
I
nothing.
know, for bunts.
Elsewhere, Sunita and Tim are hitching a ride in the Lotus and heading to Kent.
How did you get started with singing? Did you just fall into it, or was it something you'd always wanted to do?
My mother's the singer. My mother's a professional singer. My
okay.
auntie's a professional singer.
Ah,
So I grew up backstage in dressing rooms, trying on costumes and watching their shows every night. So I kind of grew up feeling like it was inevitable that I'd
Oh,
sing
really?
as well, or an actress.
yeah.
Sunita was just 22 years old when she got to number 2 in the charts with So Macho in 1986.
Did you know this car can wing? Look.
Oh my gosh, flirty car.
Sunita, I can't help but wonder why there's floral garlands adorning the car.
I didn't know which car it was going to be, and I thought, whatever car it's going to be, I'm just going to make it a little bit prettier.
And you thought, whatever the car, even if it's a Lotus, Ferrari,
A Lotus
or anything beautiful, you'll still spend
XL.
hours on it.
Yeah, even if it's a Lotus XL, that it's going to get beautified with flowers. And I think it kind of makes it.
It does suit it. I mean, the blue, green, white combo, I like it. Goes very well indeed.
Yes, it is rather fetching. Now, we're not right back where we started from. We're arriving in the village of Braested.
Oh, here we are. After you.
Braested Antiques has 24 dealers specialising in silverware, jewellery, paintings, and Sue is on hand for any advice or deals today.
Oh, I quite like this little It's a potty.
It is, yeah. Hinges open, that's where the little chamber pot,
will go.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's so much nicer
yeah.
than a plastic potty.
And look, there's holes here where a bar would have gone across.
So you could hold on so you
the
didn't fall out.
Nice touch. This is beyond bog standard.
I'd say that dates to around 1840 to 1860.
Really?
Yeah. So we're talking around 150 years old.
Oh
Isn't
my
that wonderful?
God. £85. I mean, I think that would be a lovely thing to have in the home, in your guest bathroom, visiting children
Yeah.
who are potty trained. It's quite nice, isn't it?
It is, and also it fits into the category of furniture that teddy bear collectors like as well, because they put their teddies in their little chairs.
Yes, yes.
But it's a nice piece of history, and a social history as well, because you don't have things like this made now, do you? So maybe we should keep it in mind and carry on looking. Yeah, it's a good spot. Well done. We'll make an antique dealer of you, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's working.
Sunita's not poo-pooing the potty, but there's lots to chew on in here.
Oh wait, look at this.
Oh, what's that you've got?
It's a pestle and mortar.
A pestle and mortar. Oh, it's a big old one, isn't it? Look at that.
It's so heavy.
Let's have a look. So
It's
what's this made of?
It's wood.
Oh, that's carved wood. This is carved stone.
Oh, right. Okay.
Isn't that nice?
You don't often see a mix of materials with a pestle and mortar. Interesting.
So how old do you think it is?
How old? I tend to find with pieces like this that often they look older than they actually are because obviously they've been the elements, they've been used, and they've built up a used patina. But it has got some age. I reckon at least mid-20th century, maybe slightly earlier. But it's £85, which might be a bit top end. Depends what you can get it down to, doesn't it?
Okay.
So I could see it doing well if a couple of people really loved it.
Over the border in Surrey, Samantha and Stephen have arrived in Godstone. Only 18 miles from London, it's a stone's throw from the rural idyll of the North Downs.
Come on, it's our second shop. Are you excited?
I am.
Well, come on, then. Let's see what we
Yeah,
find.
I've learned something by
I
now
know
as
so.
well.
With 16 dealers selling toys, china, jewellery and more, Graham's standing by to help.
Just sound like snakes. It's all real steak. It's a wookie steak.
Thanks for the info there, Stephen.
Probably been pulled up. I mean,
Ugh, it's bad luck to put up a parasol inside.
I was just looking at that beautiful pink
well, it's
plate.
very you colour. You love pink.
I do.
You know when I said the more stains on it, the older it is?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was joking.
Was you?
Yes! You can tell it's very old because it's got stains on it. I wasn't being fun. I was being funny,
No,
Johnny.
I thought that maybe they put a load of tea bags on it.
Still, this one does look Victorian.
It has a registration diamond, which means it's been mid to late 19th century.
So it's good.
Well, it's about 1870 to guess, but look at the chips here as well.
Oh, no, there's cracks in it.
Cracks, stains.
No, we can't have no cracks. No stains.
They're looking for something with fewer imperfections.
You strike me as somebody who's always polished, always, come quickly. What do you think of it? I could just see this on the dressing table. Little manicure set. It's plastique.
Oh.
But it's vintage.
plastique.
It's proper vintage.
Maybe
so it's probably late 30s,
Late
early
30s.
40s.
It's plastic, so...
Getting her things all polished up like that. She works.
Yeah, I think you want it to. We don't want no plastic. Everything's plastic these days, Steve.
Placa, as we say in Newcastle.
Placa.
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 Nice bit of placa.
Yeah, placa.
Back in Brasted, Sunita's been bowled over by the child's potty and pestle and mortar so far.
Is this a bag?
Ah, you're
Is it a
drawn to
bag?
another bag.
I mean, how did that happen? It literally, it found me. I didn't find it.
It's really fine work, isn't it? That tiny little glass beading all woven into those lovely patterns.
Must have taken forever to make.
And it's got this sort of faux tortoiseshell plastic handle as well. So it's an early form of plastic.
The bag is probably a piece from the early 20th century. The overall design and geometric pattern is typical of the Art Deco movement.
What draws you to it is just the quality of the workmanship. isn't
Yes,
it?
the beading and the size, it's quite, and it's unique.
Yeah.
You don't see everybody
No,
walking
you
around
don't.
with that,
I
do
like
you?
it. How much is it?
Da, da, da. It is, how much do you think it is?
I'm guessing 30 or 40 pounds.
Not bad. £26.
26. That's all right already.
Yeah,
well, the
nice.
chair and the pestle and mortar are priced up at £85 each, aren't they? So
Right.
I think the bag at that money, we probably would.
Bag and one of
We'd do a
those.
little bit of negotiation on that. Should we
Okay.
see what we can do?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've decided to ditch the potty and see what Sue can do on the pestle and mortar and Art Deco purse.
Hi, Sue. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Did you find anything?
Oh,
You did.
we found many things.
Oh,
didn't
that's
we?
good.
You've got such a lovely shop here for
Yeah,
Thank
interesting
you.
things. What have we found, Sunita?
So we found the pestle and mortar
Lovely.
and beautiful beaded bag, hand beaded bag.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What we were hoping for, weren't we, was some clarity on prices because
Right.
do you think you could just come in and give us the very best price on each one?
The bag could do for 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
The pestle and mortar, the absolute best I could do on it would be 45.
Okay, that's very generous, isn't
very
it? Yeah, I
generous.
think they're good buy. And good prices as well, thank you very much.
amazing.
Should we shake on it?
Yes.
Yeah. Sue, thank you very much. It's a deal,
Thank
we'll
you
take
so
those
much.
two.
Thank you.
Ah, well done.
It comes to £65 altogether.
That's wonderful.
Thank you very much, Sue.
Thank you.
We'll see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice work. That means Sunita has £175 left to spend. 9 miles away in Godstone, Samantha and Stephen are still shopping.
Ooh, some antique. How do you feel about silver?
I love silver.
Okay. What date do you think that is?
That looks like a little milk jug, maybe.
How old do you think it is?
Okay, there's no stamp.
No.
That means it's handmade.
Well, you can see all of the punch marks on it, so it's been hammered.
Yeah, hammered and handmade.
But sometimes on silver, they hide the hallmarks. So if you see here, we've got a monogram and a shield.
Ah.
The hallmarks are just across the tongue.
There.
Yes, so you've got a head for George III. You've got maker's initials, and you've got the line pass and say it's sterling silver. There's not a date letter I can see, but that's about 1800, 1810, I think, at a guess. I don't think £38 is in what's expensive.
£38.
Now, it's not heavy, and all the silver sold on its weight.
But what do you think it's going to get, Steve?
It might make us £10 or £20 more. But if we that's,
You can't keep just making 10s and 20s.
letter your eyelashes, and that's for the best price. Yeah, let's give that a go.
Time to weigh it up with Graham.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hello, Sam.
I found this, Graham. Can you tell me how much this is?
Yeah, it's £38.
£38.
Yes.
What do you think, Steve?
I know we need to find the best price.
Best price, please, Graham.
I think the
Very best price. Very, very, very,
Best price.
very.
£30.
Uneven numbers. How about £27?
I can't go lower than that. I've got to do 30.
Look, I'm doing my eyelashes.
I know, £30. I mean, that's it. Sorry.
Okay, we'll take the 30.
Thank you very much, dear.
Deal.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Double shake on it.
Woohoo. Don't show what you got. Take that one out.
Yes.
There you go, darling.
Thank you very much.
£30.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Ausfahrt.
As far as yes.
Sam's left with £333, and that's the final shop of the day.
A joke?
How did you do today, Sunita? Did you get anything nice?
I got some amazing things, and all I can say is thanks for the tips.
That's nice. Good friends. And don't you think the history aspect is so interesting with antiques?
To know the stories behind the different things, it's so incredible.
I know.
I really enjoyed it.
I loved it. I think we should do it more often.
But we get tomorrow again at least.
Yeah, tomorrow's another day.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I think by tomorrow we'll be like experts, especially after the guys who are helping us.
But let's see what tomorrow brings, eh? Nighty-night.
So I think we should do this every other Saturday.
Why not?
I'll bring breakfast, a little picnic.
Yeah.
And we can be Sam and Sin's Antiques road trip.
Samantha's at the wheel today, and she and Sunita are heading deeper into the Garden of England, Kent.
How are you feeling? No, a bit more confident today than yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, there was
I thought you were quite cocky yesterday.
Don't hold back, will you, Sunita?
Babe, it's a competition at the end of the day. You know, I can't be going, oh, Sunita, I got nothing. I didn't buy anything. I didn't find anything. No, I found wonderful things.
Quite right. If you've got it, flaunt it.
How was your bartering?
Bartering was good, yeah. I got a little basket for nothing, and then my barter's at the second shop, and he gave me £8 off of something.
That's good.
It was 38 quid, and he gave me £8 off. So
That's very good, yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's not give anything away just yet. Samantha and Sunita need to meet back with Stephen and Tim before anything is revealed about any buys thus far.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hello, darling.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, missed you too. Great day yesterday.
First to brandish her wares, however, is Sunita.
Wait till you see this. Da, da, da.
Oh,
Look at
that's
this.
nice.
I can see that
A light.
they normally sell quite well.
It's a London, Brighton and South Coast Railway lamp. So it would have hung in a railway waiting room.
Stop touching it, please.
Oh, I see. Your shop's sold.
Too valuable, too valuable. Yes.
With £400 to spend, Sunita and Tim were keen to keep their railway lamp from Sam's prying eyes.
I'll go and hide it behind the counter. It's a
Sorry,
lovely
Sam.
thing, isn't it?
Not sorry, Sam.
After buying an oil lamp, Victorian pestle and mortar, an Art Deco beaded purse too, She has £175 remaining, and it's time to clap eyes on Samantha's spies.
We stayed rather small and select,
Did
as
you?
you might know, but there is a piece of silver there. You see? We could be the backing group. Sam and Sunita and the silver jugs. You heard it here, folks.
Do you have faith in your jug, though? Do you think it's going to do well?
I do,
Yeah.
because well, you can see all the hallmark
Yeah,
there.
it's
So it's
beautiful
pure silver
condition, yeah.
and it's handmade.
Very nice.
With £400 to spend too, Samantha took an instant shine to the silver jug, as well as mid-century German miniature groceries and a Victorian child's bubble pipe.
Oh, a kid's bubble maker.
Samantha still has £333 to play with.
Today is the day.
I feel like we splashed the cash, didn't we?
And there'll be plenty more time and places to spend at. But first, our experts and celebs are headed to the jewel in the crown of Hever Village. The celebs are taking the Lotus.
You know when you've got something expensive and small when you want to hide it? Do you ever hide it so well that you can never find it?
My house is full of that because I hide things from my children because my daughter gave my wedding ring to her boyfriend at school when she was about 6.
Oh, bless
And
her.
he
Oh,
doesn't.
bless
He
you.
didn't like her, so he threw it over the fence because he was embarrassed. I never found it.
You never found it?
Once I realised my daughter was giving my jewellery to boyfriends who didn't even like it.
Yeah, who didn't even appreciate it.
Exactly. I had to hide it.
Well, she's got good taste already, babe. Eh?
Just in jewellery, just not in men. Mind you, where'd she get that from?
And I enjoy the glove.
Honestly, you two. Enveloping Hever Village is the splendid, moated and apparently haunted Hever Castle. The ancient walls here hold contemporary discoveries about one of Henry VIII's most famous wives, as well as of medieval healing and medicine. Samantha and Sunita are meeting head gardener Neil Miller.
Right, where do you think we are? We're in a Tudor-style herb garden.
Oh, lovely.
How
Oh, wow.
about that? This is called tansy.
Tansy.
You may have heard it. It was around in Tudor times, we know for a fact. It was used sort of in the kitchen.
The Tudors influenced a new era of herbalism. Not just for seasoning, the plants in this herb garden were used for medicines and even pest control.
They tied it to the beams whilst they were cooking, and it was a great midge and fly repellent.
Really?
So to get all the insects away.
God, it's so clever.
It really is. And nowadays, it's one of the best ant deterrents.
It's clever how they found out about all that.
Yeah, I think it's a bit trial and error.
Yeah.
But hey-ho, it works.
Meanwhile, Tim and Stephen are off to learn about one of England's most misunderstood queens. They're going to meet assistant curator Kate McCaffrey. She's recently discovered new, exciting evidence about the legacy of Henry VIII's second wife, Anne Boleyn, who lived at this magnificent place with her family from 1505.
Kate, so how is Anne Boleyn remembered in history?
She's mainly seen through the lens of her sexuality and her relationship to the king, mainly as a mistress or another woman. However, she's a very complex, multi-dimensional figure.
Anne became the second wife of Henry VIII after his divorce from Catherine of Aragon, which led to the Reformation and England's transition to a Protestant country. When Anne failed to produce a male heir, however, King Henry accused her of adultery and she was executed for treason.
In the years after Anne's downfall, Henry really attempted a bit of a systematic erasure of Anne from history while he quickly moved on to his third wife, Jane Seymour. So she's often been seen through that male lens.
Legend says that moments before her execution, Anne Boleyn handed a small prayer book to one of her ladies-in-waiting. A prayer book that proves she was a pious, intelligent political reformer. It now sits on display at Hever Castle.
Well, this is one of our most treasured items. This is one of Anne Boleyn's personal prayer books. She actually wrote inside it a very poignant rhyming couplet. She wrote, "Remember me when you do pray, that hope doth lead from day to day." And she signed her name, Anne Boleyn. And it's actually only one of 2 books that survive today that contain Anne's signature inside.
Kate, I know that Stephen and I would love to see the inscription and Anne Boleyn's signature. Can we have a look?
You absolutely can.
To view the revealing inscriptions in Anne's personal prayer book, Tim, Stephen and Kate must head to a darker room with a UV light. While back in broad daylight, Sam and Sunita are exploring the castle's Tudor garden that would have played an important role during Anne Boleyn's time here. From aspirin to morphine, there are hundreds of drugs derived from plants in use today, and no Tudor surgeon's book was complete without a list of herbal remedies.
The one over there with a slightly dark greener leaf, that is the peony. Obviously, hygiene was not as good in Tudor times.
No.
So if you had a boil on abscess, you used to grow the peony, then you peeled off the outer layer, and then rubbed the sap on your boil or your abscess, and in a few days...
I wonder how they knew that kind of thing then.
I think they sort of experimented. But I wouldn't like to try it nowadays because you probably end up with a huge rash. But it just shows you.
Undoubtedly, organic pioneers, the Tudors didn't always get it right.
This one here is quite an unusual one. It's called the hellebore. According to in Tudor times, if you ate the flower, it was a cure for madness.
Really?
But only for men.
You got none left for me?
For ladies, there's no cure.
Can we take a big bunch?
Go for it.
The male lens and patriarchy reigned supreme during Anne Boleyn's life. Back inside the castle, Kate is showing Tim and Stephen what she discovered that proves Anne's legacy didn't die with her on the scaffold. Alongside Anne's signature and inscriptions, there are others.
So what's particularly interesting about this book is that I found further inscriptions inside. So it's not just Anne Boleyn who wrote inside this book. I think that Anne passed it to a woman named Elizabeth Hill, who was at court with her. And then Elizabeth Hill has kept this book safe in the hands of her family, so only trusted hands, because it would have been very dangerous to own something like this that bore Anne's signature and her name.
Of course. Yeah.
And I think it's testament to the loyalty that Anne inspired into these group of women who kept this book safe, that it became a bit of a community, and they all added their own notes in imitation of Anne, who added the first note, and they generated this kind of rare sense of female engagement with religious texts.
A key community of women strived to preserve Anne's true legacy for future generations.
She was really actively engaged with religious debates, but also political ones at the time. And I think that's what drew Henry to her. She was hugely charismatic and intelligent. She wasn't just a pretty face.
An early example of strong women supporting strong women. It seems Sam and Sunita are keen to contribute. They're helping Neil maintain the castle's 100-year-old English yew maze.
I can hear snipping.
Snip, snip, be careful.
Hi. What have you guys been doing? We've done all this.
Wow, no, you haven't.
We've
All of
been
that?
praying with
All of
Anne
it.
Boleyn's prayer book. Shall we trim some round here?
Yes. If you guys do that side, do you want to get some shears?
Maybe you should have a go then, Steve.
While Sam leads Stephen up the garden path, Sunita has a plan for Tim.
What are you doing?
That's
oh,
lovely.
I see.
That's
I see.
lovely. Yeah, I think we'll be finished in about...
Oh, sorry, I'll snip over
Yeah.
here.
Ah.
Have you got a nice little raspberry lemonade there?
May the strength bestowed by Anne Boleyn reign supreme, eh? Samantha and Stephen have commandeered the Lotus and are heading to East Sussex. They're parking up in Forest Row, a village which was once voted one of Britain's poshest. They'll fit right in. The Dandelion Clock Antique Centre is their destination.
Well, that shop. Fingers crossed.
Ooh, looks quite interesting.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
Let's go upstairs.
After you. Home to 12 dealers. Lindy's looking after the shop today. Samantha and Stephen still have £333 to spend, remember?
Oh, come on.
Work that body.
They're too
Give me
light.
one, we'll do it together.
They're too light.
Oh, you feel the burn.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
110.
Oh.
100.
My, your muscles stand out like sparrows' kneecaps. Although you are right to warm up.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, I like it.
Well, your dad was a woodworker.
Yeah, it was.
So this is, I mean, it says 19th century Oriental carving.
Yeah.
I think it's probably Burmese or Indonesian. I think it's sort of mid-19th century. I mean, look, we look for something like this. I mean, look at the bottom. You see, there's good age there.
So would this be out of one piece of wood, Carl?
Well, I'm not sure, because when you look at the line, you see the arm's been stuck on.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Now, your initial thing was, has his arm been broken?
Yeah.
But when you look at the line of the wood,
Yeah.
I think that arm's been attached originally because the wood has been that shape there.
So I'm looking at this hand. This has a nice long finger.
He's got proper sausage fingers, hasn't he?
With this hand, I think he's lost a couple.
I think so, but what's also nice is even though they're broken off, they're not clean. So I think they've been broken off a long time.
Oh, okay.
So we've got that build-up of patina, and the great thing is, it's £49.
It's not a bad price.
I think for a bit of,
Is it well known, this mate?
Well,
it hasn't got a
if
mate.
it was Chinese, it would be a better buy, but there's still a market for, as I said, probably Burmese, Indonesian, maybe even Thai, so that bit of Asia rather than the far east.
Yes, yes.
But I think it's £49 is not expensive. Maybe you want to consider?
Yeah, let's think about that one.
Let's delve deeper.
Yeah,
See what's on.
let's look at some more stuff there.
One possibility then. Oh, look, here come the other two.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Oh, I like
Nice
it.
looking
Oh my
shop.
gosh, and I've already seen something.
Have you?
Look at this little chair thing. And there's a matching
There's
one.
two of them.
What
Should
do
we
you
have a
think?
closer look?
I think we should.
Yeah, come on.
Spotted something already. Better get in quick.
Oh, it's
Oh.
very pretty.
They're quite good looking things,
Yes.
but it's a 20th century, mid 20th century copy of an original 19th century piece.
Cherub ormolu candelabras became popular in France from the 19th century, but Tim's right, these aren't original.
It just depends whether you want something that's a bit older.
Yeah.
Not so keen on him anymore.
No, I feel like today we've got to really try and find
real
something
special.
special.
Yeah. Okay, shall I put it back?
Yeah.
There's more cute collectibles to light your fire in here, look.
Oh, let me show you something that I've spotted that I like. This is right up my street.
And you just spoon.
Look at that.
Oh.
Tell me about that. What do you think?
Is it Wedgwood? Vintage Wedgwood?
That's not a bad shout, because obviously blue and white is well known for being by Wedgwood, isn't it?
Mhm.
That's probably where your mind was going.
Yeah.
It's got a real Asian feel to it, hasn't it?
It does.
But this is actually English, very English. And it's known as pearlware pottery. And this was made during the 18th century. So this is around 250 years old, this mug, and it stayed in one piece. And in the 18th century, we were emulating the Chinese ceramics because that was all we knew then. You know, Chinese were making ceramics for thousands of years before we even knew how to
Really?
make them.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. So
In the 18th century, we called ceramics white gold because it was so precious. And when we started making porcelain and ceramics in our own country, we started decorating them with Chinese design because that's what we were used to and that's what was popular.
So it's called blue.
It's pearlware. Can you see
Pearlware.
it's the glaze has come up with this beautiful sort of pearl shimmer to it. And isn't it amazing? You can buy a piece of 18th century pearlware from 250 odd years ago for £65.
Well, that's got to be it, hasn't it? I mean, I'm so impressed.
Isn't that beautiful? And it's a beautiful example, perfect condition.
People who know antiques and who are buying antique, because now, even me knowing the story, it's something that I'd love to own.
It brings
because
it to
it's
life,
like
doesn't it?
beautiful art.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
It's a conversation piece, isn't it? And because you've educated me, I now love it.
Do you? Oh, good.
I mean, I thought it was pretty, but
Yeah.
I wasn't, it just looked like a
A mug.
lovely mug to me. Now it looks like a 200-year-old piece of art that miraculously is still standing and is actually usable.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this something that you want to pop back in a cabinet and think about and put it with the other things we might be?
No, Sam is here. I need to hang on to this. In fact, this is going to be hard to beat,
I think so. I think it's a lovely thing.
which means it's going to be hard for Sam to beat.
Okay, right, let's go and do
Well
a deal
done.
then.
Can I have
Yeah.
you?
Oh.
Thank you, and thanks for educating me because
That's all right.
I'm going to be telling people about things now.
You should as well.
Watch out, there's a Stephen about.
Oh, hello, Stephen.
Hello.
Keep it secret. Keep it
Nothing
secret.
for you here. Nothing for you here.
What's that?
Nothing for you here. Hello. Please, will you put this away so Sam and Steve can't see it? And thank you so much.
Jolly good, that's reserved for later.
Right.
I've just seen something. What do you think of that?
I like that a lot. I like it.
Oh, you know what it is? This has been the mesh behind the front door. So what does it say on the thing? Original Victorian mesh shop sign, H.W. Brettle, 12 Royal Arcade, Bond Street, London. So this has been...
Shirt maker.
Yeah, and that's been the main door. You can imagine a lovely Victorian shop with the recess.
Yeah.
That's been behind the door. It's an amazing
I
condition.
like it.
I think they've taken this down and they've rolled it up. And that's how all this gold has survived.
Yeah.
I think somebody would love that on, framed.
I like it. I think it's fab. And gold and black together is just wonderful.
So shall we try for this and the carving?
Yeah. I think it's different to what we've got.
Yes, it's very different. Different to what the other team have got. I don't think Sunita and Tim saw this.
Well, it's their fault. Quick, let's get it down
So
then.
I think this.
Yeah.
I don't think if we came tomorrow, this wouldn't be here.
I think it's lovely.
Yeah, just needs a bit of a flatten out and a frame, and it'll be fabulous. Yeah. So shall we try and do a deal?
Yeah, let's do a deal.
Lindy is standing by.
Hello, Lindy.
Here I am.
Would like to do a deal with you, Lindy.
I'll try.
So we've just seen this.
Yeah, that was lovely, as I said.
I know. It is 65. What do you think we'd like to buy it at, Sam?
I'm going to be cheeky and say 50.
It's a bit cheeky, actually.
Cheeky's a good start.
I've got through life being cheeky. What can I say? I know, OK, a bit steep, that.
It's quite a good price.
How close are you?
Well, I was going to say 60.
58?
58.
58,
58?
right.
Yeah. What do you think, 58?
I think 58's a deal.
Great.
Lindy, do you remember the Oriental carving?
Yes, I do.
What? I think that was 48.
That was 48.
What's the very, very, very best?
Very best on that, be 40.
Not bad.
So that's 40 and 58.
£98.
Sounds better than 100, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does.
With her final shop complete, Samantha still has £235 remaining. Very thrifty.
£2.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Thanks, Lindy.
It's great doing business.
Okay, let's get away.
Oh, look, we've got £2. We've been
I
going.
know. We can go on the Raz now.
Well, we can. We're £2, mate.
£2.
Oh, Red Bus Rover.
Exactly.
Showing me age now.
For all you young'uns out there, Red Bus Rover was a 50p all-day ticket on London's Red Bus network and 25p for kids. Cool, those were the days. Now we're just waiting on Sunita.
Look at that. What's that?
My great-grandmother used to have one of these in her basement.
An ice cream maker?
An ice cream machine. It's so weird seeing it.
Did you remember her making ice cream?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't often.
Yeah.
And she actually ran a foster home in America, so she'd have all these kids there, and I'd be there as well, visiting, and she would make ice cream sometimes, and everyone would be going bonkers.
Sunita's not prepared to whisk it with the ice cream maker. She'll be looking for a deal on the pearlware mug alone.
Hello. How are we?
Very good,
thank you. The lovely mug that I asked you to hide for us.
Here we are.
That's the choice. How much it's?
We've got 65 on it.
What is the best price you could do?
Trade price would be 60. But we could probably squeeze another £5 out.
Really?
55.
55?
That's great.
Yes, very generous. Thank you very much. It's a deal. Thank you very much.
Generous.
It means Sunita has £120 remaining after the final shop.
Ah, well done. Last item bought.
Love it.
Good work.
Yes.
Time for Samantha and Sunita to reconvene.
I've really enjoyed this, you know. I have. It's something different, isn't it, than what we normally do.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There's a lot of cyclists.
Oh
ahead.
dear.
Beware.
Beware cycle. But it's something that I actually genuinely will do now, because I started to find like antiques that are still useful. But of course we have to give them to the auction, and I've wanted to keep everything I bought.
Yeah, I found some really nice bits.
Yeah.
Everything has to go under the gavel, Sunita. Best get some shut-eye, eh? Samantha and Sunita started their trip in Otford, Kent, and have made it to the all-important auction showdown in Nottingham. They're meeting back with Stephen and Tim at Arthur Johnson and Sons.
Oh, here they are. Hello, guys. How are you? You got your brolly. Hello, lovely to see you. Are you excited?
Yeah, very excited.
Bidders are poised to buy in the room, and there's more interest from shoppers on the phones and online.
100.
Watching proceedings closely is auctioneer Philip Poyser.
It goes, done, sold at £100.
Sunita spent £280 on 5 lots. Anything that rocks your socks, Philip?
The pearlware mug is an interesting piece. There's going to be plenty of competition for it, I think.
Samantha spent £165 on 5 lots. Anything caught your eye, Philip?
The door sign is my favourite lot. I love it. It's very decorative and would fit into a modern home. I'm very optimistic about the price we can get for that.
So, Philip's feeling positive. How are our pop stars doing?
It's exciting.
802 is the Royal
Oh, I'm so excited.
I know.
Have you both been to an auction before, or is this your first one?
It's my first time.
Is it? Oh, exciting.
There's a first time for everything. Kicking us off, it's Samantha's silver cream jug.
Have you got big hopes for this, Stephen?
He has. As soon as he saw it, he was
Jumping up and down with
excited.
joy.
I wasn't so much. I was like,
I was.
It's just a little jump.
I can start the bidding straight in at commission bid of 40, £40 bid at 40, 5, 50, 50 bid at 50, at 5, 60, 60 bid at 60, 5, 70, 70 bid, 5, 80, still going. 80 bid on commission, 85, 90, 90 bid at 90. I sell at 90. 9062. Well done.
Well done, guys.
The creamer of the crop.
I'm getting really excited now.
Getting all hot and flustered over the silver jug.
Good at this, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's see how Sunita's railway lamp gets on next.
We like this, don't we?
I like it.
Railway stuff sells for quite a lot of money, doesn't it, usually?
And it's unusual in that it's a ceiling light rather than the standard, you know, you get the carriage lamps and things like
What
that.
did you pay for?
We did pay £100.
Start bid £100 on this, please. 100 I've got. At £100 bid, 110. 110 in the room, 120. 120 bid at 120, and it goes at 120. 9162.
It's a profit,
You
a small
turned a
profit.
profit.
Small profit.
The first of Sunita's two lamps lit up the room. Well done.
I'm happy with that, aren't you?
Yes.
Let's hope Samantha's bubble doesn't burst with her salt-glazed stoneware pipe.
Did it work?
Yes, we tried it.
Did you try?
We had a bowl full of watching liquid, and we felt like we were Victorian urchins, didn't we? Yeah.
And lots of bubbles come out?
Yes, it was amazing. Yeah.
It was good.
£10 to start, please. Bid 10, 12, 12 bid, 15, 18, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 45 bid. At 45, standing at the back, being sold at 45.
They'll be pleased with that.
Well done.
So how much profit was that?
Well, we paid
It was
17.
17 and it was 45. Do the maths, I can't. I'm 17.
You've more than doubled up.
More than doubled our money.
Sunita's Art Deco beaded purse is up next.
You'd been looking for a bag, hadn't you? And this one jumped out.
Bag for myself.
Okay.
And then I was like, actually, this would be great for the auction. So I
7.15,
sacrificed.
the box of Dinky Corgi. That was very noble of you.
Thank you.
10 I've got, 10 bid at 10, 12 bid at 12, at £12 15, 50 bid at 15, at 15 bid, 18? 18 bid at 18 bid, at 18, 20 bid at 20, 25? 25 bid, and I'm selling, it goes at 25.
Well done.
Oh, you made a five.
You've got good taste, sir.
Someone's opened the purse strings.
Tim, it might be small, but it's worth it.
Absolutely.
721. Exactly.
I think you spotted a good profit there.
Samantha's 19th century carving is coming out of the woods now.
It was good.
I think it's one piece. It's beautiful.
Yes, yeah.
Hand carved.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember.
So, and it had a lovely patina on it, so I think it was at least 100 years old. So, yeah. £20. Bid 25, 25, 30, 30 bid 5, 40, 40 bid 5, 50, 50 bid 5, 60, 60 bid at 60, 5, 65 bid at 65, at 65, 70, back in, thank you. One more, 5, 75 bid. Are you sure? 80, she says yes, 80 bid at 80, being sold at 80.
Doubled their money.
H-I-L-Y, thank you.
Honestly.
Darling.
Carve some more profit.
I love it, I love it.
Well done.
The auctioneer's hot tip. Sunita's 18th century pearlware mug.
We love this mug, don't we?
I have 12 to start the bidding. 12. I have two absentee bids. Oh. 65 bid at 70, 5, 75 bid, 80 bid, 85 I've taken on commission. 90 bid in the room at 90. Commission bids out now. I sell to the room at £90.
Well done.
Well done. 95 bid at 95 online. Just in time at 95. At 95 I sell at 95. 7136.
Oh,
more.
We were celebrating before
we were looking away at midnight.
We'll drink to that.
Amazing. Well done, guys.
Well,
Don't sweat the small stuff. How will Samantha's German miniature groceries go down?
A little kid would love them if they had a little grocery store.
Or an adult, because a lot of the collectibles market's driven by nostalgia, isn't it?
I have 20 bid, 20, £20 bid at 20, at £20, at 25, 30, 30 bid, at 30, 5, 40, 40 bid. It goes, sold at £40.
Again.
99.
Small, but mighty.
I think you're a natural.
oh, this is what winning feels like.
Every lot has made a profit so far. Will Sanita's pestle and mortar smash it?
So stand up, please, because you imagine if
10.
everyone wants these sort of
Bid 10, 10
something
bid
cool
at
in the
10, 10
kitchen.
bid at 10.
Yeah, it is actually.
12, 15, 80. I have 20 bid, 20, £20 bid at 5, 25 bid, 25 I've got 35, 35 bid. At 35, 40, 40 bid, make it 5, 45, 45 bid in the room at 45, 50, 50 bid, 55, 55 bid. It goes, done at £55.
Well done, sir.
Ground the bidders down there. More profit.
Good on you as well for spotting that. It's a nice
we
thing.
don't want to be-
Yeah.
It's more friendly.
We don't want to win everything today.
Samantha's final lot. The Victorian shop sign that our auctioneer rather fancied.
This was our last lot, remember? In their shop, very misty.
£20.
Is this the shirt maker sign?
Yes, it's shirt makers Queen Victoria.
Start at £100 on this one, please. 100 I've got. 100 in the room at 100. It goes, done, sold at £100.
I'm happy with that.
Sold to a maiden bid.
We're quitting. Almost doubled up.
Well done, guys.
Sanita's final lot and her second lamp of the day now, the Hinks oil lamp.
It's a Hinks one, which is good. It's got cranberry glass reservoir. It's Art Nouveau.
What year were you shopping in 1985?
Yeah, why not?
30 I've got. 30, 30 bid in the room at 30, 30 bid. 5, 40, 5, 50, 5. Done at £55. 55.
Oh, Tim, is that a loss? I'm so sorry.
Very sorry, love. Very sorry.
Oh dear, the oil lamp has slipped at the final hurdle.
Oh, so it's only a small
It's only
loss.
small. Yeah, we can stomach that. Well, guys, I think we probably know who has made the most profit, don't we?
Who's that? I mean,
I think it's me, actually. Should we go and count the money?
Yeah, good
yes,
idea.
there's one way
We're
to
going
sort
to
it
treat
out.
you to lunch because we've got
We've got lots of
To lunch
I'm just
and
where-
dinner
where
and
is also for
breakfast
making a profit?
and tea.
Adding it up, Sanita started with £400 and spent £280 on the road. After costs, she made a total profit of £7 at auction. Samantha started with £400 too. She spent £165 and after sale room fees made a profit of £126 and 10p, which means she's the winner and all the profit will go to children in need.
Come on.
That
That was all right. That's
Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Did you enjoy yourself?
That's our new thing.
You know, I think, will you do it again?
Yes.
And are you both enthused about antiques and antique shopping?
Yeah,
do you think?
100%. We're going to
Two
do it.
converts, I think.
We've been saying that we might, start going to lots more antique shops and
Oh, good.
auctions. We love it.
We've won, Stephen.
We've won.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
It has.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I think we should do it
It's
again.
been
so
really
much.
fun.
Should we kiss Tim?
Yeah, why?
We're falling off the stage.
Tim. Okay, let's go.
We'll
Dad.
wave you
hang
on.
on, hang on.
Sure you can fit under that.
See you later.
Mary Poppins, here we come.
Oh, Stephen.
Oh, it's great when it's
Yeah.
like, have we converted them to antiques?
I think so.
Well done, one and all.